Hey everybody, welcome to Life in the Higham house. We are kicking off a new season. We are transforming our living room from our summer coastal vibe into our traditional autumn back to school look. So if you're interested to see how things were and what they're going to be, make sure you stay tuned. We'll be right back. It's Life in the Higham house. Let's go. Hey friends, welcome back to Life in the Higham house. I almost forgot to start the vlog. I got so ahead of myself in getting the living room ready to go so we could start our fall decorating that I almost forgot to grab the camera and begin the vlog, to the sense that we are going to rearrange a little bit of the living room, and I already have the one bookshelf completely emptied and ready to move. And I realized, oh shoot, I didn't start the vlog. So, let me give you a quick overview of how things look now, and then we'll come back, and as we begin to layer in the fall, you'll get a chance to see kind of what we're doing and then the end results. So, first off, let me show you where we are in the living room. Okay, so as I was saying, I already got to jump on it, and so bear with me as we kind of show you some of the stuff that's already rearranged. It's not where it's going to end up, but it's where it is for now. So we've gone ahead and we stripped out all of the coastal decor that we had. If you remember the last vlog, we shared with you some of the pieces that we picked up that helped us create what we called our rustic coastal cottage decor. The shark, the whale, the boats, the seashells, the colors, all of those things are now all gone, and we're down to basically empty space on the bookshelves, top and bottom. We've already removed all the decor there. Of course, all the books that were going into the bookshelf are now there on top of our fireplace. We're going to rearrange the furniture. So for now, I pulled some stuff out so I could begin cleaning. We already took stuff off the walls. There's nothing left in the window. All of this has been cleared. The corner or the side tables are all empty and ready to move. And then, of course, we have the obnoxiously big TV that's going to get rearranged as well. So this is it. This is the blank canvas we're starting with. We're going to rearrange and clean first, and then we'll come back and start layering in some of the decor. So here's how it looks now. I'm going to go ahead and do some rearranging, and then I'll come back and show you where things are before we begin the actual decorating process. So one last look. Obnoxious TV, front door, beautiful picture window in the front, furniture in its current location minus the recliner, which I've already moved, bookcases already emptied and ready for moving, and then our love seat and trunk. So this is the before. Here we go. Alright friends, the decorating is finished. Took us a couple days to get everything all right, and about a week for us to clean everything all up and make it the way we love it, and now we're ready to share it with you. So here we are. It is the 2025 fall living room makeover. Here we go. Okay, so if you've been following us for a while, you will recognize a lot of the pieces here that we're using this year. We made this year another no-buy fall decor season, with the exception of a few items that we did pick up to help balance a few things out. But for the most part, everything that we're using is stuff that we've gathered, collected over the years, and this year just being the exception of like one or two things that we've added just to help balance some things out. So if you remember, we had to rearrange the living room. So before, where the TV now sits, we had the bookshelves and the fireplace. We have moved them over here, and so now they're on either side of our window into the kitchen and dining room. And so we have bookcase, fireplace, and bookcase. So let's take a look at them real quick. So we moved the TV from this wall by the door to this wall by the window. It's where the bookcases and fireplace were, but now we have our TV and everything set up over here. Now, over the years, we've been using garland and lights across the windows, and in our living room here now we have two windows, but the system's not set up for us to be able to have the double rod approach. So we did a double rod in our old house so that we could always have garland up, and then one rod would be for the garland and the other rod would be for the curtains. But here we only have the one curtain rod over both windows. And since we're renting, we didn't see a need to really want to change that up and put holes in the walls that then we have to patch and take care of. So the curtain rods are up. That's the way they are. No garland over the curtains this year. But we did move the sofa to the window wall. And with a couple throw pillows and a blanket, we are good to go. So when we lived back in West Virginia, I collected a lot of pallets. We used them for the chickens, we used them for the garden, we used them for little projects. We were building hutches and things with them. But one of the things I wanted to do was build a kind of like a trough out of the pallet board. Had a really nice pallet come in, broke it all down, put it together, and I wanted to use the trough in decor. Because our metal trough broke, I guess 2 years ago or a year ago, and we got rid of it. And so this time, I wanted to make a trough that we could use for decorating. That would be simple, but we could use it for whatever seasons that we were decorating for. And so this is what I came up with. We filled it with some pumpkins, some leaves, some candles, and some fairy lights, and we love it. Simple, inexpensive, easy to do. This is what we did. We accented all the tables, the end tables, with just a little bit of decor, not a ton, just a couple pieces here and there just to help make each one a little bit more festive for the season, and it just brought the whole living room together. So here go the tables. a few blankets and some pillows, and the living room is done. A few more accent pieces here and there in the corners, and the living room is in full fall setup. Now you know the living room isn't the only space we decorate. We do the living room, the kitchen, the bedrooms, and the bathrooms. And today we're going to show you the rest of the kitchen and the bathrooms. So let's take a look at the kitchen. So what I love about in here is we were able to put our give thanks up on the wall. We have looked for spaces in our old house. It was in a couple different spaces over the fireplace mantle. It was in the kitchen one year. Really like having it up here. Kind of just looks good up there. We've got the top of the cabinets all have a little bit of decor. We talked about putting some lights up there, but I think this was the better, more subtle way of doing it. So it brings in some color, it brings in some fall, but it's not overwhelming, and I really like that. And the nice thing about being in this kitchen is, like the living room, you have these really high ceilings, so there is space for us to actually decorate on top of the cabinets, which we haven't had before, and that is kind of nice. The downside is you also have to clean up there because it gets pretty gross. Kitchen door or kitchen table, coffee stand, everything is done. Looks great. Amy did a great job in the kitchen. Super happy with how this all came out. So let's go and look at the bathroom. Nothing super crazy in the bathroom. Again, Amy did this. Just light touches, the wreath, the pumpkins, the dishes, flowers, soap dish, carpets, shower, curtain, all of it just makes it look fun, festive, without being overwhelming. And even in the hallway this year, we did a little bit of decor on the walls. We got a couple pieces of wall art. And if you remember, these used to be in the kitchen. We moved them out here in the hallway, fit perfect. And then in this rental, we had this really kind of fun shelving unit here that built in, and Amy did a great job decorating this, setting this up, making it look fantastic. Take a look. And so there we are, fall 2025 here at our cozy little coastal cottage. Love how everything came out. It's weird, you get used to decorating one space and every year you're thinking through that space and you're getting things to fit that space. But when you move, you have all of these items that you have to now try to figure out where they go. And that was really the fun challenge of this year. Not having the mantle, not having the space, having some different furniture, having to move some things around, made it a little bit more of a challenge to get everything decorated, but really happy with how it came out. And it was fun to kind of think of new places and new ways of doing things. So like nothing you see in here is the way it was. In fact, like all this stuff on top of the bookshelves, that was stuff that we used on the mantles. And so it's cool to be able to repurpose things in different locations. But a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any comments, leave them below. Nothing really to point out this year that's new. We bought 1 pumpkin so that we could have 4 pumpkins on the top of the bookshelves. That's really it. Didn't do anything this year fancy. It's all stuff that we've had, and we've made it work in the new space, and we're happy with it. So, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. And follow us. We are so close to getting to 1,000 subscribers. We would love to hit that by the end of the year. So if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe. And as always, visit us, lifeinthehihamhouse.com. Not only do you get more of the videos there, you get blogs and other things that we do on the family side. And to give you guys a heads up, the podcast is coming. We've got the gear, we've got the name, we've got a plan, and that's coming very, very soon. So you're going to want to be following along. Especially as we announce how you can help engage with us with the podcast. All right, friends, one last look of the living room. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you have a great fall, and stick around because we're moving into the holiday season. That means we will be decorating Thanksgiving, Christmas, a lot more to come. We want you to be with us. So until then, thanks for watching. This is Life in the Higham House. We'll see you later.